Have you ever come across a meal that's both sweet and spicy, served together as a single sacred offering? It sounds kind of unusual, right? Well, today we're looking at exactly that, Thiruvadhirai Kali. Now, at first glance, it just seems like simple festival food, but it holds such a profound story of devotion. So, let's dive right in.
I mean, what an incredible statement, right? It tells you that what we're about to uncover is, well, it's way more than just a recipe. It's a whole worldview, a story, a spiritual lesson that you can literally taste. So how in the world can a meal be a philosophy? Let's find out.
All right, so the magic of this meal really starts with this pairing, which is truly one of a kind. For the festival of Arudra Darshan, also known as Thiruvadhirai, the tradition isn't just one dish, but two totally distinct flavors that are designed to be eaten together.
So on one side, you have the kali, this rich, sweet pudding, and on the other, you've got the ijukari kutu, a complex, savory stew made with a very specific number of vegetables. It's this deliberate contrast, this balance of sweet and savory. That's our first big clue that there's something much deeper going on here.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The recipe itself actually comes from a powerful legend. It's a story that explains why this very specific, simple food is considered the ultimate offering to the cosmic dancer, Lord Shiva. So our story starts with a man named Sindanar. He wasn't a king or some wealthy merchant, not at all. He was a simple, humble woodcutter, but his devotion was just immense. On the day of the festival, Sindanar had almost nothing in his home. All he could scrape together was a simple gruel made from some broken leftover rice and a little bit of jaggery for sweetness. This was his offering, so humble but given with his whole heart.
And this just brilliantly illustrates the core message. Lord Shiva was so moved by the sincerity of this simple offering that he accepted it joyfully, proving to everyone that pure devotion, or bhakti, is far more valuable than any extravagant feast. The offering's worth was in the heart, not the ingredients.
So, here's the crucial point. This philosophy isn't just in the story. It's physically embedded right in the recipe itself. Every single ingredient and how it's prepared carries a layer of symbolic meaning.
First up, the sweet kali. Its sweetness isn't just for flavor, it actually represents ananda, which is the Sanskrit word for pure, divine bliss. Eating it is like a reminder of the ultimate goal of spiritual life, to experience that profound, unconditional joy.
And get this, the rice isn't cooked whole. The rice and lentils are deliberately broken. And this physical act symbolizes the spiritual process of breaking down our own ego, our sense of self, so that we can merge with something greater than ourselves.
Okay, let's move on to the kutu and see how this all builds. Its identity is tied completely to this one number, 7. So why 7 vegetables?
The spiritual interpretation is that these 7 distinct vegetables, all coming together in one dish, represent the 7 realms of existence in Hindu cosmology. I mean, think about that. It's like a taste of the entire cosmos in a single spoonful.
But this ancient wisdom is also incredibly practical. The festival falls during the cold Margashi winter month, so a stew made of 7 different native vegetables provides a perfect balance of carbohydrates, proteins, and essential vitamins to nourish the body during the colder season. It's spiritual and scientific.
So when you eat this meal, you aren't just eating food. You are participating in a ritual that has been practiced for an absolutely astonishingly long time.
Yeah, this isn't some new tradition. We are talking about a recipe and a ritual that is over 1,000 years old, passed down through countless generations.
Just imagine that. By making and eating this dish, you are sharing the same meal that saints, sages, and everyday devotees have been eating for centuries to honor the cosmic dance of creation and destruction. It's a direct link to that entire lineage.
So let's just recap what's packed into this one meal. It's a taste of pure devotion, a powerful lesson in humility, a symbolic link to the entire cosmos, and, on top of all that, a perfectly balanced and nutritious meal. It's incredible.
And ultimately, this brings us right back to that initial idea. This isn't just about feeding the body. It's about feeding the mind and the spirit. The meal itself is the message. So the next time you see Thiruvadhirai Kali and Kutu, you'll know it's not simply food. It's an edible story about a humble devotee, a philosophical lesson on the nature of ego and bliss, and a living, breathing tradition that connects you to over 1,000 years of history. And that leaves us with a final thought.
This meal shows us just how much meaning can be packed into something we do every day. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What deeper meanings, what incredible stories might be hidden in the food that you eat?